Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this Dollar Origami dress. This is the counterpart to our male attire, male dollar attire. I figured that since we didn't have any, I would go ahead and make a dress. Let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a single dollar bill, and our first task is to single out the center portion. So I'm going to use a $1 bill, and the center portion I'm going to single out is about the width of the word one, as you can see on the back of this. Here's how we're going to do this. So I'm going to start by putting this face down. I'm going to fold this up till I see the top of the one, and then I'm going to go down just a bit, line up the sides here so that we go straight. Then I will crimp that down. Now we want a good crimp here, so I'm going to use the back of my fingernail, just kind of crimp that down. And you can see we've gotten right to the top of the word one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually fold this back, but I just need right about the bottom of the "In God We Trust." I'm going to fold that much back. I'm going to start off by pinching in the center. Then I'm going to get about that much on the end. So if you can see where I'm folding here, I'm just going to give it that much. I'm going to pinch that. I'm going to pinch the center. I'm going to hold these on the table. And I found this to be the easiest way to do this. And I'm just going to kind of massage the center down until it goes down. Then I'm going to work the other half of the bill. So close that down. Just like so. Now, I do want this to stay in place, so I'm going to use the back of my fingernail, kind of reinforce these creases. Alright, to show you what we did here, so we got a little line there, got our fold there, there. We can kind of fold this in half to kind of see that, yeah, they're about equal. So we're good. Now what we need to do is we need to put that same pleat on the bottom of this one. So we're going to take this, fold this over, come down right to the one, line up our sides, and crease this down. I'm going to reinforce this crease, just like so. I think that's good. So we're going to fold this back, and I'm going to use this shadowing as my distance. So I'm going to fold that much back, put a little crease there. Then on this side it's going to be about the same. Should be about the same as the other side we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that little crease in. I'm going to do this the same way. Put this on the table. Massage that down. Do the same to this side. Okay, so this is where we're at. We have the center part that is folded out. As you can see, we had the folds evenly on both sides. So now what we're going to do is, with the face of the bill, we're going to fold this in half so that the back side of the bill is outside. And again, we can check here. Yes, we're even. So we're going to go ahead and fold this down. Make sure we're right on center, and then we can go ahead and crease this. Okay, so now we're going to open this up, and what we're going to do is I'm going to take this fold that we've made here, which should be right in the center of the end, and I'm going to fold it along the far side of the inner side of this O. So right at that dark line, I'm going to come down, fold that. I'm going to make sure my dollar bill is straight, then I will pinch that down. Now what I'm going to do is just on the other side of this circle, I'm going to make another fold, folding this down. I'm going to make sure my bill's lined up. I will crimp this down. Then I'm going to take this fold that we've just made, and I'm going to fold it right halfway in the middle of that pyramid. If you're not exactly on or you're a little bit off, that's okay. This will still work. It's more important that we keep it straight, or as straight as we can. Okay, so at this point, here's where we are. We have our two folds. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this upside down. The base of this circle, we're going to fold back. Just like this. And we will crimp that down. This is going to be the bottom of our dress. This will be the waist, and this will be the torso, or our bust area. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this bill over, and here's where we're going to make some folds. So we're going to do some crush folds here. So laying this down, we're going to, and it doesn't matter which side you're on, we're going to do this symmetrically. So I'm going to put my fingernail here right by the 1. And what I'm doing is I don't want the fold to go above that. I want it right about here. And I'm going to lift this first fold here up. So I'm going to lift this up, and then I will crease that down. So to show you a little closer, what I did is I just took this first fold here, see where that pleat we made, folded that up, crimped that down. I'm going to do the same to this side. So I'm going to do this on camera here. I'm going to lift this part here while holding this. Except I got to do this on a table. So I'm going to fingernail down there, lift that, follow that down. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is with this next fold down here, I'm going to fold this to the center of the paper with a diagonal crease going all the way to the corner. So I'm going to take this, I'm holding down this top part that we just made, because this is going to change a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm going to go up towards the center, then I'm going to put a fingernail right on the corner. I'm going to hold that down so that crease goes in there. I'll tuck that paper in, and I will lightly press that down. I'm only going to lightly press that down because there is a chance we'll need to make some changes. So, got up here. Okay, we're going to do the same to this side. So I'm going to lift this pleat, fingernail, or move this towards the center. Put my fingernail here so that this fold goes down there. I'm going to have to refold that corner over there, just like so. Now we're going to flip this over. Oops. Correct this part here. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to make sure that this is symmetrical. So if we have any corrections, like let me get something off here, it looks like we're not right on the corner here. We could let that go, but I'm going to go ahead and fix that because we're in the video. So I'm going to make that correction right now. So I'm going to go down here. Make sure it goes right to this corner and go up. I'll check that, and if we're happy with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and force those creases down. So I'm going to re-emphasize these. All these up here. Alright, so this is our bill. And I think I'm going to make one more correction right here because it looks like I've got a bump here. I'd rather not have that. Right, that's just a minor correction. And that looks good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the top part here. So right at this border, I'm going to fold this back right on that green white border. just like so. The center part we're going to go ahead and crease down. We don't need to crease the ends, just the center part. Okay. Then we're going to, on the back side, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to take these ends and we're going to flip them up, leaving the center down. So we're going to hold the center, lift up those sides, do that to both sides. But we're really going to do this on the other side. That was just to show you on camera. So I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to lift this up as far as this will go. Now this is going to bind right in here. What we're going to do is I'm going to crush it down so that it goes as far as I'll lift it as far as it'll allow me, and then I'll just crush fold. See how we just kind of crush fold there? So I'll do the same here. As far as it'll allow, I will crush that down. Except I like to do it on this side because I can see how it really works. Alright, so like so, this is where we're at. Now what we need to do is I'm going to take these corners and I'm going to fold these down, but I don't want this to make a point up top. So this can come like so, but I don't want a sharp point. I'm going to do the same thing to this side, like so. Okay, this is where we are. So this white border on the two sides, we're going to fold these in. So this corner here, sometimes you need to re-emphasize that so it doesn't come out. We're going to fold back this border, just like that. Do the same to this side. Make sure that corner is good. I'm going to fold that back. Just like that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we need to make the top part pop out a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up right here where the pleats are by pushing on the back side with our index finger. So what I'm going to do is on the back side, right here we see these pleats, I'm going to end up pushing in, but using my index finger. I'm going to hold one side, I'm going to push, I'm going to hold the other side, push. We should get this to come out, just like so. We're going to keep its shape, so we're going to keep forming it as we pull this out till we get this to the shape we like. Once we have that where we would like it, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the bottom of the dress now. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold these white borders in. Just kind of fold those back. Do the same to this side. So this is what we have. Now we're pretty much done. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the sides of these this dress, and then we're going to kind of roll these back. So we're going to roll this back. This is going to give it more of the 3D dress feel. If you have a pencil, you can also use that to curl, but I'm just going to use my fingers here. And you can see we're just going to kind of curl that around, just to kind of give that some shape. Now if you work this enough, you can get this model to stand up, but I'm not going to spend the time on that here. I'll let you do that. Just going to go ahead and make sure this is good. Okay, and that is our dollar origami dress. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.